Today we are going to learn all about Lent. I hope you've watched the BBC video clip already. If you haven't, go back and watch that first because that really sets the scene and tells you all you need to know about Lent, all the really important bits. So go and do that now and then come back. So what 3 things do Christians do during Lent? We try to follow Jesus more closely by fasting. Now, this doesn't mean not eating at all, because that wouldn't be very good, would it? And in the desert, Jesus did fast, but we really need to fast. We can't fast all the time. We need some food. We wouldn't be able to concentrate, would we? And we wouldn't be able to do our Joe Wicks in the morning. So what it means really for you is you might just give up one thing that you don't really need, but you like chocolate or sweets or crisps. So you might decide that for Lent you will try not to eat one of those things, or perhaps you try not to have it every day. Let's say if you normally have chocolate every day, maybe you just have it once a week, something like that. Sometimes grown-ups try to give up something like wine or beer or Facebook. Number 2, the second thing is giving. So this means that during Lent you're going to try and give even more than you would normally. So it might be something simple like you make a card for your next door neighbour, or you bake some cakes for some of your neighbours or friends, or perhaps you ask your mum and dad if they can put something extra in the trolley that you can give to the food bank. It might be that if you get pocket money, you decide to give some of your pocket money each week to a charity like CAFOD or St Chad's Sanctuary, who work with refugees in Birmingham. And the third thing that happens during Lent is praying. So we always pray anyway, don't we? But making that extra special time to make sure that we do pray in the morning and before we go to bed, and we thank God for all our blessings. Let's think about what you could give up or have less of during Lent. Let's look at these pictures. That cake looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? So maybe if you're partial to a bit of cake, maybe you'll try and eat less sweet things during Lent. What about phones and games? Now, you do have to be on screens for home learning, don't you? But perhaps you could give up your tablets or iPads and your Xboxes just a little bit, or maybe spend a bit less time on it. How about that delicious burger or chicken burger, whatever it is? Maybe if you really like to go to McDonald's or KFC, maybe you could try not to do that during Lent. What about telly? My goodness, I think I might find that a bit tricky if it was me. I think I might have been spending a bit more time on Netflix this lockdown than I have done previously. So maybe not give it up altogether, but maybe limit your telly so you have a little bit less each day. And what else have we got on this page? Sweets and maybe fizzy drinks. Do you like those? What's your favourite sweet or chocolate? I'm trying to think what my favourite is. I really do like a Twix. I must admit I do like a Twix. And I do like Diet Coke as well, so maybe I could try and give up some of my sweet things. Pause the video now and tell the person next to you, if you're in class, or your parents if you're at home, or your brothers or sisters, something you might try and give up or have less of during Lent. Okay, it's time for a quiz. So you need a whiteboard and pen, or a piece of paper and a pencil, or your exercise book. Are you ready? Let's see how much you can remember. If you want to pause the video now and go back and watch the BBC video, just to remember, you can. Here we go. How long does Lent last? Number 1, 4 days. Number 2, 40 days. Or number 3, 400 days. How long does Lent last? 4 days, 40 days, or 400 days? Write down the number 1, 2, or 3. Here's the answer. Pause if you're not ready. It is number 2, 40 days. Pancake Day is also known as number 1, Sad Tuesday, number 2, Happy Tuesday, or number 3, Shrove Tuesday. Pancake Day is also known as number 1, Sad Tuesday, number 2, Happy Tuesday, or number 3, Shrove Tuesday. Write an answer down, 1, 2 or 3. Here we go. It's 3, Shrove Tuesday. Next one. The day after Pancake Day is number 1, Ash Wednesday, 2, Shrove Wednesday, or 3, Ash Thursday. Okay, if you were in school, because this happened last week, but you weren't, but if you were in school, we would have had, if it was a normal day without the pandemic, we would have had Mass and you would have had ashes on your heads. And if Pancake Day is a Tuesday, then what day is it going to be? Number 1, Ash Wednesday, number 2, Shrove Wednesday, or number 3, Ash Thursday? Here's the answer, 1, Ash Wednesday. The season of Lent finishes with number 1, Christmas, number 2, Easter, or number 3, summer holidays. The season of Lent finishes with number 1, Christmas, number 2, Easter, or number 3, summer holidays. Have you written a number down? It is 2, Easter. During Lent, we might choose to eat lots more chocolate. That's number 1, so write that down if you think it's number 1. Number 2, give something up. Or 3, watch more TV. During Lent, we might choose to 1, eat lots more chocolate, 2, give something up, or 3, watch more TV. What do you think it is? It is number 2, give something up. During Lent, we try to 1, give to people in need, or is it 2, save all our money, or is it 3, ignore people who aren't as lucky as us? So during Lent, what do we try to do? 1, give to people in need, 2, save all our money, or 3, ignore people who aren't as lucky as us? It was number 1, give to people in need. During Lent, we try to, number 1, eat more, 2, pray less, or 3, pray more. What do we try to do in Lent? 1, eat more, 2, pray less, or 3, pray more. You ready for the answer? It was 3, pray more. Okay, now I'm going to explain your task. I want you to make a poster to explain the meaning of Lent. So you might put the word Lent at the top of your page or in the middle. It's up to you. And then round the outside, you're going to write and draw things that we do in Lent. So I've made one here. So here's a picture of some sweets, and this says we give up something. And then I've put we give to people in need. And then there's a little picture of a girl praying. We pray more. It lasts for 40 days. It starts on Ash Wednesday. And it leads up to Easter. Okay, so if you need to go back and watch the BBC video to remember all the things, or go back and do the quiz again, and then there's a word bank on the remote page, so use that, put that up on your screen to help you with tricky words, and see how many things you can write and draw about Lent. Okay, good luck, and remember to email me your posters because I love to see your work. Okay, fantastic.